What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the quartering, and a bit of a weird topic coverage here. Little sports, which I know many of you don't care about sports ball, but this really isn't about sports. A little celebrity getting owned. I think people like that. Full disclosure, I enjoy Jay Cutler greatly. He threw some of the most memorable interceptions to my Packers that I could possibly remember. That shot of him during the NFC Championship game, sitting on the sideline riding the stationary bike because he couldn't get back into the game as his team gave their all to try and defeat the Green Bay Packers and fail. It's one of my fondest memories. But I will say, Jay Cutler has always seemed like a smooth dude. He's always seemed like a nice guy. He had unfair expectations on him based on the gigantic contract that he got from the Chicago Bears after playing with the Denver Broncos. But none of that was his fault. Dude got paid, always seemed pretty chill in his interviews. If you're a Bears fan, you probably have mixed feelings about him. But I think everyone right now is agreeing on no. Like his wife Kristin Cavallari has requested a divorce, and some amazing quotes have come out, and most of us are like, yo, we get to make fun of Jay Cutler. You don't, even though it's his wife. But anyway, so some interesting quotes came out today that I thought were just fun. Let's have a little fun change of topic. Okay, so here we have Kristin Cavallari divorcing, quote, lazy Jay Cutler because he was unmotivated. Oh, wow. I mean, a guy that's made almost $150 million in the NFL, played, I think, for at least 10 years in the NFL, one of the hardest sports in the world to compete at. Lazy, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Man, what a jerk Jay Cutler for wanting to stay at home with his kids and take care of his farm after making $120 million in the NFL. Oh, this is backfiring. This one says, I want to buy a Jay Cutler jersey now. The quote says, after filing for divorce, Kristin Cavallari wanted former Chicago Bears quarterback to give her $5 million so she could buy a mansion. In response, Cutler froze all of his bank accounts so she couldn't access it and told her to get a job. Jay Cutler, you absolute madman. You absolute madman. Mad respect for you. Kristin Cavallari saying Jay Cutler turned into a lazy and unmotivated guy is the definition of proof she never watched him play in the NFL. I can't believe that somebody who owns a farm in Tennessee would want to raise his kids and hang out on his farm in Tennessee. How awful of Jay Cutler. Extreme sarcasm font. The quote reads, The Hills Star. The Hills Star? Is that how old? Was I in high school when that show was on? Married Cutler in 2013. Oh, okay. So what? Not in high school. Well, I guess when they got married. He was a quarterback with the Bears. And we're told she thought he was lined up for a demanding career as a sports broadcaster after he hung up his cleats. But sources say that after his broadcasting career faltered, the ever-ambitious Cavallari, who announced in late April that the pair were splitting, found him, quote, unmotivated and even lazy, while he found that he had a penchant for hanging out with their 3 kids and menagerie of animals on their Tennessee farm. What an absolute monster. Jay Cutler is an absolute monster. And let's just take a look at this clip, because this clip has aged particularly well. Apparently they had some sort of reality show on E! I don't know. I don't watch much TV. But interestingly, let's just take a look at this exchange. By the way, classic. It's no wonder that some men are deciding to go their own way. I mean, really.
Well, I could just buy it with my money.
She says, I could just buy it with my money.
Oh, you don't
Yeah, I know what's coming here.
Ooh,
Yeah,
a little
because
independence.
you have your money, but then all of my money is our money.
That's
Ah, ha, ha. Got her. Let's see how this plays out.
how it should be, though. The girl should have
What?
her own stash. No girl should ever have to stay in a relationship because a guy.
That's the look of a man that's like, dang, these looks aren't going to last forever, and I'm stuck with someone who legitimately believes this.
Because a guy is supporting her. I am with you because I love you, not because I need you.
That's good to hear.
Boom.
What? Oh my God. She kept it going. So you get all these comments like, obviously, you know you can't buy a championship trophy, but you can buy a trashy trophy wife. This dude goofed. Listening to her talk makes me feel gross. Me after paying off my credit card today. Yikes, I'm shocked that this super healthy sounding relationship did not last forever. Well, she talked the talk, and now she apparently is going to walk the walk. The article goes on to say, Kristin Cavallari divorcing lazy Jay Cutler because he was unmotivated. Why did she want your money? Why did you want his $5 million then? I mean, why did you want him to buy you a mansion? By the way, I don't know what Illinois state law is, but in Wisconsin, she getting half that money. Anyway, she earned a lot of that while they were together, too. So I don't think that she's going to walk away from this broke, but it would be funny. Sources say that his broadcasting career, she was growing increasingly impatient with him. He was supposed to take this big job at Fox Sports and have a life after football that would get him up off the couch and do something. He's spending time with the kids. He's retired from the NFL. Now we know why he thought about coming back for that 1 year, $10 million deal in Miami, right? She probably made him do that. How much money is enough? I can't imagine having over $100 million in the bank, and still getting shamed for not working enough. By the way, he's doing, like, how could Jay Cutler come out any better than this? He comes out as the absolutely best dad. Imagine, could you imagine having a dad that built you a farm that you go hang out on? Man, imagine a dad hanging out with their kids. In 2017, after eight seasons with the Bears, Cutler retired to pursue a broadcasting career, then came out of retirement and spent one injury-marred season with the Dolphins. Yeah, probably because Kristin Cavallari made him. The couple moved on to star in e-reality series Very Cavallari, which follows her jewelry business and their family, as so far aired in 3 seasons. Oh, it's on. The source added that Cavallari views herself as very polished and put together, and Cutler, this lazy, unmotivated guy. Yeah, playing a decade in the NFL, a lot of lazy dudes do that. A lot of lazy dudes take their fortunes and go spend it wholesomely on a farm with their family. When she announced the breakup, Cavallari wrote on Instagram, "With great sadness, after 10 years together, we have come to a loving conclusion to get a divorce." She said, "It's just a situation of two people growing apart." But then why did you want all that money? Let's see how this replies. Played in the NFL for 11 years. Made $122 million. Spent time with kids like a normal dad. Wife, lazy. I want a divorce. This is why dudes don't want to get married anymore, because women be on, I mean, some, hashtag not all. Obviously. Football and contact sports cause widespread irreversible brain damage. Most people, including, quote, fans, especially young players' wives and husbands and families, don't realize this yet. Well, pretty much everyone knows that. He was the same way with the Bears. Forgot her show without him. I thought I read the he file. Who cares? I mean, the idea that, I think it's just a hilarious end to what is clearly just a very superficial, very shallow woman. And ultimately, what I can say is it seems like, the good news is that, you know, the kid's got a dad that loves him. Jay Cutler worked hard enough to become one of the top 30 humans on the planet at his craft in his early 20s, earned $112 million before he retired in his mid-30s. He's 37 years old. At some point, it's okay to say, you know what? I'm going to take a break for a couple of years. Oh, clout thoughts never once. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.